Welcome back, everyone. We're talking about the Osun State governorship election. The candidate of the Social Democratic Party, Senator Omisore, has been talking to us on the agenda of his party and the manifesto he's running with. Thank you so much for talking to us on the program today. You were talking about the issues of education and you abolishing the common school uniform. You also said that you are going to realign state with national the state education system with the national system. Why would you do that? Isn't that going to be upsetting the system when you get into office? If you get into office, should you win?
Well, the point is that, as we speak now, the disruption in the education system has caused a lot of damage. In 2010, when this government came to power, Osun State was third and fourth in NECO and WAEC. Now, since this new system came up, the last result we had was we are 29th and 34th in WAEC. So this shows, these are the parameters of disqualification. You have buildings in schools without teachers, no science equipment, and basically, how do you test students? How do you know the system is working? It's an exams. When you have students failing, students on strike. So the only thing for us is just to abolish that method and align with other things. NECO and WAEC has not changed their system because of Osun State. No, they won't. WAEC is in Ghana, NECO is in Mina. So why now destroy students' way? And I don't want to start again. The worst of all was the case of appointment. It was 4 billion naira spent and wasted away. Up to today, there's no single tablet anywhere in Osun State. It doesn't function for one day. So all these things are just carried, a way of just siphonning money out of the state. So this must be stopped. It must be stopped once and for all. Let us put in a standard educational system that's 634 that put our pupils and students in correct perspective. So they cannot go for external exams, they go for JAM, they go for GME, they go for NECO, and we go for SAT. So education that has not, when you don't pass external exams, you are not doing well.
Senator Omisore, let's talk about the economy. It said it has about 178 billion naira as budget, with a federal allocation of about 10.4 billion naira and 28 billion naira of deductions. Those are 2017 figures. How do you hope to change things around? Because you're talking about human capital development.
The point is that the state economy is in total mess.
How do you mean?
One, our debt portfolio is start at 218 billion naira. The government will come around and tell you it's 176 billion. 218 billion, 176 billion, what's the difference? Only a few days ago, as a general of the state resigned because of another debt he want to incur, 36 billion, and he refused to sign. A government that is going away in less than 2 months' time, incurring another debt of 36 billion. So the major framework in the Osun State is the issue of economy and mismanagement of funds. When you block leakages in the economy of Osun State, you are sure that you understand footing. Meanwhile, we have signed ISPO, that is in a mandatory deduction from federal allocation for 25 years. Government regulation has leveraged Osun, mortgage Osun State for 2050 to 2040, 25 years ahead of governance. So So I don't know where the courage they even have to come and contest elections in that state. Anyway, I wonder.
The state is ranked 18 in the internally generated revenue ranking in 2016. And when you say this, and one will understand how much of the fact they get, are you hoping you have new ways of generating income for Osun State?
You know, I'm surprised when you say rank 18. Well, no problem.
Out of the 36 states of the
The issue on hand in Osun State is that, look, you have to create wealth for our people. Osun State is agrarian. The temperate, the future is good. The culture is good. So you have to create hubs. When you create hubs, those are hubs so to attract industrialization of that state. The agricultural farms, they're being forgotten. So if you're not creating wealth in a state, you can't maximize the returns. So issue of relying only on fact is not an issue.
How do you hope to generate internally generated?
What I'm saying now is that what I'm telling you precisely is that, look, I'm going to create industrial hubs in that state. There are farm settlements established years ago that have been abandoned.
What can this give you in a year?
Basically, you know what?
Have you done the mathematics of how what this can generate?
Of course, now before oil in Nigeria, what do we depend on? We depend on cocoa. We have a lot in Osun State. We have trees and timber and lumber in Osun State. Before oil in this country, we are surviving on agricultural crops. So what is new? You go back to it. This oil is an aberration to us in Southwest.
But it's easy to talk about. Have you laid out a plan?
Of course, I've done my own work precisely. I know the acreage available for
that's why I asked. How much, for example, an estimate
for instance,
we did get you in a year?
For instance, now, I believe the cash crops, that is cocoa, timber, we bring in about 40 billion naira per annum. Of course, deforestation has been deforested. We are planning a big afforestation program. So within the next 4 years, within seedlings of planting trees, we are generating more revenue. They are exporting timber and logs in Osun State worth 10 billion, 20 billion every year illegally. So if you can get about 30 to 40 billion naira from those sources of agriculture, you are one try.
I have a
salary bill in a month is about 2 billion naira. So times 12, that's 24 billion. So you can pay your salary from your IGL comfortably. Of course, other money coming from Abuja, other sources will not be used. There are a lot of things we can tap into.
You are an engineer by profession, and with the kind of infrastructure in Osun State, are you happy with them?
What you have for Osun State is hyper-inflated contracts. There's not like infrastructure in Osun State. What you have today are roads being under construction for the past 7 or 8 years. I was here 4 years ago that work in progress, and they are still in progress now. There's no single road completed in Osun State in the last 8 years, not one. Before we left in 2011, I was the chairman of the appropriation committee. I appropriated about 4.7 billion for a particular road. That's Gbongbong Junction to Sekona. When this government came, they took that to 29 billion. That is escalating in all the forms of the BEME, the quarter storm. So that is the issue. Okay. So when you inflate contracts, you are popularizing the state.
Let's quickly round up this conversation, Senator Omisore. And I'd like to ask you this question. Should he win this election, in the first 100 days in office, what is perhaps will get your most attention immediately?
You know, I'm a very matured candidate, matured politician, and experienced technocrat. So I'm not freaked about 100 days in office, no. My first 100 days in office, we just settle down, settle all their salaries, project for the future of the state. Immediate settlement of salaries will come to my mind immediately.
But what if you don't have the monies in the coffers of the state? How would you settle it?
The point is that we have a lot of money locked up in several places. We have leakage that we can block immediately. So, and money that comes in within 100 days, that's about 3 months' salary. That's about 3 months' allocation. I mean, it goes a long way to defray the cost.
So if you settle salaries...
So basically, I will now have to plan. There are so many uncompleted projects in Osun State today. In Osun State today, in the last 6 years, no water anywhere, no road, no drugs in the hospitals, no commerce in the state. The actions are not patronized. The youth unemployment is there. There are no wealth creation. So these are the issues I'm going to face. I'm going to plan very well and ensuring that I'm going to be on the sound footing. Meanwhile, the emergency things that Bible says the worker deserve their wages, so I must pay one worker salary.
So worker salary is of utmost concern.
It's first charge in any economy.
All right, let's go.
Even in any government running, worker salary is the first charge anywhere.
Let's bring this conversation.
Because they are going to make your road work, they're going to make your hospital work, they're going to make your agriculture work. If you don't let them work, how will these things work?
You seem so...
At the same time, Paris pursue and I put other programs on board.
Senator Omisore, you seem so confident about winning this election. Should you lose this election, what would you do?
Where do you start from, for God's sake? Look at the candidates we have in the state. Look at the PDP candidate, for instance. Look at the APC candidate, another one. So who can you match with me in terms of governance, exposure, experience, qualification? And in fact, I'm able to manage the economy and manage people and resources.
Are you one of those who are reserving monies to pay for voters also, to encourage them to vote?
That's what we are against totally. And I've told INEC, precisely in Osun State, that any attempt to do that will derail democracy in that state. People should vote their conscience. We encourage them to vote their conscience, ensure that no single money gets to any polling unit.
Are you giving money to people to empower them?
What I need to tell them is my manifesto and my blueprint. That's all. Elect your governor. At this time, I should say today, anybody that votes for any SDP that state does not know what governance means.
Senator Omisore, if we keep talking about some of your programs and some of the things that you want to do, we perhaps will spend the whole time on the program. But it's a pleasure talking to you. I hope we'll have more time to talk about it. Perhaps when you get on the debate stage, you might be able to tell people of Osun State more about your plans. Senator Omisore, thank you for coming on the program.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.